Am I the astronaut for refusing to cook for my adult daughter because she is too picky and doesn't appreciate my cooking? I, 53 male, love to cook. There will be days where I spend all day in the kitchen, all day to make a big meal, and I will do it happily. My wife, 50 female, can cook when I'm not around, but honestly, I can't think of any time when she has made anything because I always want to do it. And that's fine by me as long as I feel appreciated for it. I have a 24-year-old son, Eric. My wife has a 19-year-old daughter, Liz, from previous marriages, and now we have a 15-year-old son, David, together. Eric lives with us for now to save up money while he works but still pays rent. He will eat literally anything with the exception of hating blue cheese. David likes pretty much everything but is allergic to eggs. I can work around those constraints pretty easily when I cook. Liz is a different story. She has always been kind of picky with the food she dislikes, but it has gotten way worse. She went to college for a semester and then dropped out, so now she is living at home. And while she was away, she developed some terrible pickiness. She has had stints of being a vegan, being vegetarian, being grain-free, pasta-free, oil-free, etc., but she isn't consistent about it. I try to help meet her needs, but on any given day, she has something new to complain about with the food that I want to cook. Sometimes she and I will debate for hours about what to make, with me basically saying, "Tell me what you want for dinner that will work for you, and I will cook it," so long as it meets the other kids' restrictions, and she is so unhelpful with this. 2 nights ago, I cooked a dish that Liz told me looked good in a book. We all sat down for dinner and everybody loved it except Liz. She complained that she didn't realize there were peanuts in the recipe, and peanuts are so unhealthy for us, so she doesn't think she can eat it, and can I make her something else? I was fed up and told her, "No, you can eat this or you will eat nothing. I'm done having to deal with your pickiness and criticism of my cooking. I will no longer be taking any of your feedback on what you want for dinner and will be cooking what everybody else wants. You can either eat that or cook yourself something else." She started crying and said that I take the other kids' restrictions on what to eat. So why can't I do the same for her? I reminded her that Eric only dislikes a single thing that I don't care for either, so there's no risk of it popping into a dish. And if David has eggs, he will probably die. So it's not the same as her vetoing every single thing I want to make. My wife took her side and said that I'm being too sensitive and mean because Liz is not my real daughter and I am showing favoritism. This is bullshit, by the way. I told my wife that she can cook Liz meals if she wants, as if, but I'm not going out of my way to meet her needs. Am I the ass cannot? I think the deal breaker or the deal sealer for me here was OP, even in the heat of the moment, saying, "You can eat what we make, or you can make something yourself." It is not a, "You're going to eat what we got or you're going to go hungry." It is a, "Look, I'm trying to work with you here." And that's the other side of this, is that it's not like OP was just saying, "Take it or leave it," and not trying to work with her at all. It was the one meal she said she chose, she wouldn't eat. Well, you chose it. You said this looks good. Okay, made this from the book. Oh, it's got peanuts in it. Okay, well, that's fine, but you don't eat it. I'm not going to make something else for you. You can make something else yourself. That is a choice. It is a choice on her part to do that. Now, if she is trying different dietary restrictions because she has a reason to, and she's trying to figure out what works well with her body, that's a different kind of deal. And taking that journey together as a parent with a child, I think, is important. But at 17, she is taking that journey herself, right? Was it 17 or 19? 19. At 19, it's a different kind of deal. She's charting her own course here. If she is trying to figure out what works well for her body, dietary wise, he's willing to take the input here, but he needs information. Like without any information, there's nothing to work with. If you're just going to be like, I don't know. And then when the meal gets there, be like, "Yeah, no, can you make me something else?" No, you can make something yourself. That is the deal sealer for me that puts OP in NTA land here, because you're trying. And yes, you got to this breaking point where you're like, "All right, screw it. I'm not taking any more feedback. I'm going to make what I make. And if you don't want it, you can make yourself something else." Leaving that door open, and at 19 years old, she's capable of making something else for herself if she wants to, is enough of an accommodation. Now, if she ends up deciding something and identifying that she has this X sensitivity or X allergy or whatever it is, and informs you of that, I'm sure you will take it into consideration. But right now it's experimentation, and experimentation is hard to keep up with, especially if it's not communicated with you. You're just supposed to guess something different every day. That sounds like a fun game. Let me just beat my head against the wall a different way every day. And that'd be about the same kind of feeling.